There are many rendering software that architects and designers use to work on their projects on a daily basis. Two of these software are Twinmotion and Vray. Today we're going to take a close look at both of them and see what different tools and features they offer and which one is going to be better for you. Vray is a render engine that works as a plugin that can be integrated with 3D packages such as 3ds Max, SketchUp, Revit, Maya, and so on. It is known for its high performance in rendering work because it gives users unparalleled levels of freedom when creating realistic textures and materials in different situations. Lighting in Vray is a very important element since it offers users different kind of lighting like spots, IES lightings, dome, rectangular lights, and of course sunlight. Vray is popular in the design and architecture industry because it offers a lot and it is very useful. Twinmotion, on the other hand, is designed for those who want high quality renders, animations, and panoramic pictures easily in a short period of time. It was created to help architects and designers to get realistic renders, and it has a real-time engine that can be used to produce images and high quality video animations. The main tools and features. Vray is not a modeling software, since it is usually integrated with a 3D modeling package, and it doesn't also contain a library with objects like Twinmotion does, but it has a large variety of textures and materials that can be used to realize realistic renders. You can find many different materials for walls, wood, glass, fabric, paint, metals, and so on. Vray also comes with multiple types of lighting settings because lighting is a very important part of the rendering process. The most used lighting objects in Vray are the sun, rectangular light, spotlight, and IES light. It is also possible to change the color of the light, the intensity, and the size, and the result of these changes also can be reflected on the surfaces of the project. There are a lot of parameters relative to the materials, and it is also possible to change the color of the material, reflection, refraction, the opacity of the material, and other options as well. This plugin is also equipped with a lot of tools and parameters which can be controlled to generate more realistic renders like global illumination, caustics, atmosphere, Z-depth, and so on. On the other hand, Twinmotion is also made for rendering purposes only, and it is compatible with multiple modeling software like Revit, SketchUp, ArchiCAD, and Rhino, which means that Twinmotion and the modeling software are synchronized together, and any modification on the model will appear directly on Twinmotion. The software has a great library of full assets like interior and exterior furniture, vegetation, people, animals, etc. It also has a physically based sky and sun. These two options were added recently to the software. It also has new features for the volumetric light tools and screen space global illumination. With its virtual reality features, Twinmotion allows you to walk around the project and check it from different angles. It also has a lot of smart assets that can be added which add a lot of life to the project, like rain sound, vehicle sounds, wind, photo-scanned humans, motion captured animations, and you can also add a skyline in the background for urban rendering or city rendering projects. In Twinmotion, it is also possible to add geographic locations of your project. It is possible through downloading real context from an OpenStreetMap. Another great thing about this software is its real-time capabilities, which is also available in Vray, but not in the same way. It is a must-have option in many rendering software to make the work of the designer or the architect easier and to gain time. This is better than doing the rendering test every time to see if everything is well configured. It is also a great way to see if all materials and lighting are in harmony before launching the render, especially when doing animations. In addition to that, the new version of Twinmotion has a lot of new features like interactive parametric doors that can fit automatically to the size of the opening, realistic water materials to reflect changes in the depth and to add a better rendering result. The software also offers now a large library of vegetation that had a lot of different plants, and this is something I found to be very interesting compared to the other rendering software of this type, because it is just great if your scenes contain a lot of plants and trees. Vegetation scattering in Twinmotion is a great new tool used to draw vegetation and grass using a brush. It is a great and quick tool, especially for urban projects or projects with gardens. Rendering and animation. Vray is a very strong rendering engine compared to Twinmotion. The quality of the renders can be incredibly realistic. It is also equipped with a lot of options to treat pictures, to edit the light and the contrast, and the balance of the colors without the need to take the render into another software, even though sometimes it is a good idea to do so. For the animation, it is possible to render different types of animations, from house tours to complex animated cinematic shots. But it is not as straightforward as Twinmotion because the animation is done using 3D package used with Vray. Twinmotion also allows high-quality renders, realistic vegetation, and even the smallest details are visible in the render. The developing company paid a lot of attention to details, and especially this point, and its improvement is obvious in the latest versions of the software. It also offers animations and panoramic pictures, which is great especially for architects to be able to present their work in different formats to their clients. The animation configuration is easy, and any beginner can learn how to use it easily. Freedom and flexibility. Before rendering in Vray, you have multiple settings at your disposal. It is possible to choose whether to render using the CPU or GPU, the quality of the render from low to high, and it is also possible to activate the denoising options. You can also specify the type of camera, whether it's standard, VR spherical panorama, or VR cube map. You can also change the exposure value, which is relative to the sensitivity of the camera to the light. Besides that, you can also activate the depth of field and specify the resolution of the picture and its format. It is also possible to add the background in the render if the render is an exterior scene. On the other hand, Twinmotion also comes with a lot of settings to customize the work of the project as a whole. As a user, you can control the sun direction and time, manage the light and shadows, and control the camera sensitivity to the light for more realistic renders. Twinmotion is also equipped with a lot of multiple settings for realistic vegetation, where you can control the growth and the height of the grass, choose the season and the age of the plants, and they will be actually manifested according to the selected age and the season you have chosen. Overall, Twinmotion is great for rendering because it has many settings, but Vray is just way more flexible, and it is used a lot in different settings that can help you work on different projects, whether it be ArcViz, design, animation, VFX, and so on. So in terms of flexibility, Twinmotion is good in design and ArcViz, but the ease of use of Twinmotion and the library of assets it offers can be a good advantage, especially for those who don't have a lot of experience. Computer requirements. Twinmotion is a software that can run on medium performing computers, but if you're looking for a quick and smooth workflow, it is better to use a workstation, especially when working on big urban projects. Vray can too run on average machines, but the workflow will be slow and the rendering will take a lot more time. Besides that, the results won't be realistic if you don't give renderers the proper time, so it is better to use a high-performing computer for a quick workflow and better results. The learning curve. Vray is relatively easy to learn, and if you are a beginner, you don't necessarily have to mess with a lot of configuration and settings because Vray is more user-friendly using ready presets. It can be used by students, beginner designers, and so on, but I would say it is better suited for professionals looking for more freedom and flexibility in their work, especially if you want a higher degree of realism. The community of Vray is huge because this plugin has been around since 1997, so you will find a lot of tutorials and professional courses that will teach you everything you need to know. Twinmotion is also an easy software to use. The interface is simple and the tools are easy to understand. It is a good software to start with in the design industry. The official site of the software offers tutorials and articles to answer users' questions, and it also gives recommendations to explain all the new features and tools of the latest versions. Pricing and operating systems. Vray is available on both Mac and Windows. Its pricing is $350 per year with free support and unlimited access to all future releases and updates. You can also get the Vray collection for $699 per year. This collection contains 15 products including Vray, Phoenix FD, in addition to other products as well. This offer comes also with free support and unlimited access to all future releases and updates. Twinmotion is also available on Mac and Windows, and it comes at $499 per year, which is not very expensive compared to Vray. The software supports a lot of modeling software, so it is highly available in the market of designers, which means you have a lot of options if you want to use it. Epic, the company that owns Twinmotion, also offers from time to time good deals to gain more clients and to have more visibility in the market. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have something to add, you can leave it in the comment section below. Also, you can check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.